Welcome to Montessori Minute. Today we're going to be talking about time and a child's perception of time. Little children, 2s, 3s, 4s, really have a hard time with that, don't they? They'll say, yesterday I did this, and yesterday could be really yesterday, or it could be last year, because all they know is that yesterday means in the past, or that tomorrow means sometime in the future. They have a really hard time with the concept of time itself. The older children, the older 4s, the 5s, the 6s, and the 7s are very interested in time. And one of the exercises I love to do with those children is called A Day in the Child's Life. And this is how it looks. And I'm going to actually give you a PDF of this. And what you do is you have your child outline their day. So at 6 o'clock I wake up, at 6:30 I eat breakfast, at 6:45 or 7 I get dressed, at 7:15 I play, at 8 o'clock we leave for school, which right now is a little weird, right? So you could structure a day in a child's life based on what your routine is at home right now. But when do you have a snack? When do you eat lunch? Do you take a nap? Probably not if you're 6 or 7. Is there a specific time that you go outside to play? What time do you eat dinner? What time do you take a bath? What time do you go to bed? And you line those things up, and then you sit down and you draw a clock. And I like to use long strips of paper that I've taped together to do this. Back in the day, we used accountant's tape. I'm really old. But any long piece of paper will do, because what we're going to try to create is a timeline. And again, you're going to create a clock. You're going to draw a clock for them, and you're going to actually write the name at the time on the clock. Now, the child can probably do this if they're 5, 6, or 7. Maybe, maybe not if they haven't been introduced to it, but it's really fun for them to get used to the idea of writing or creating their own clock. And then they write what they did, because at 5, 6, and 7, they can write what they did, even if it's very simply, or even if they're copying what you've written. And then they illustrate it. They draw a picture of that time. And then they move on, and they draw their next clock, and they make the next time, and they write what they did, and they draw a picture. So at the end, you have a long timeline of what their day looked like. And it helps them to comprehend that, even though it seemed like a really long day, look at all the things you did. Or even though the day seemed really short, look at all the things you did. So that's called A Day in the Child's Life. And again, I'll give you a PDF of this. Thanks for joining me today. Have fun creating your timeline.